Oopsie.
It's going to be a while. I got this long dissertation here that I'm going to go through. I mean, it wouldn't be any fun without talking about some of the memories of the old days.
Yeah,
But,
like he wouldn't let me get the fort
right.
down in the woods, and I was never allowed to go in there.
Boys only.
That was only 4. Okay. I got my notes here because
Yeah, old people forget things.
old people forget things. And I think about forgetting things. It's funny that some things you can remember like yesterday in great detail, and some things you don't remember at all. And sometimes you think, can you hear back there?
Yeah. They might be in a minute when that one leaves.
Okay. And sometimes you think, well, that was 65, and you think that wasn't that long ago, and then you start doing this 75, 85, 95, and all of a sudden it's 50 years. But it's what a great day and a wonderful occasion.
Yeah, we
and
hadn't aged at all.
we haven't aged at all. Now, speaking of memories, first of all, I'll apologize if my memory's not clear on some of these things I'm going to talk about. And I hope I don't offend anybody, have some of the dates wrong. I don't upset any of the children or grandchildren with anything I'm going to share.
We double dated a lot.
Yeah. Warren and I were best friends growing up. We lived across from what's now the Amtrak station. There was a big field out there, and I lived on 25 acres with my uncle. Actually leased that land, so we had a rented house. And Warren lived in a smaller house on Lafayette, I believe. And we became the best of buddies, did everything together. Went on camping trips to Sarando Lake. We pitch a tent in the backyard and just spend the night in the backyard, talk about life.
And the cows.
And the cows and all. We used to come up to Old Hill Lake when it was Old Hill Lake, right back through the woods here. And some of the things, I remember your dad's motorcycle. And we had a long dirt gravel road, and we turned it over a couple of times on that. And then your dad had was it a setup? Was that the car you had?
No, that was Roy Woods I saw.
Somebody had
Preacher.
He had a door, the car opened in the front. I remember that. And I guess if you look back on it, I guess we were poor, but we just didn't know we were poor.
Didn't know it.
That's right.
I think, Warren, you went to work at New Dixie Lines, and you somehow got me a job there when I was in high school, and I was the billing clerk, and he was more ambitious than I was, and he studied long and hard. I remember him getting out these freight tariff manuals, and he became a rating clerk, I guess is what it was called.
Big money.
Big money. Was it big money? So
We thought so.
we stayed there. Did you go to Hemingway? We went over to Hemingway? I know I went to Hemingway after
No,
that.
I didn't.
You didn't?
I remember
Okay.
you went.
I went to Hemingway. Okay.
He went
And
to
like I said, Warren was more disciplined and determined, and he had sort of a stick-to-it in this trade. One of the words, just things that I remember this term, NOIBN. You know what that means?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Not otherwise identified by name. That's one of the freight rating terms. You used to see it on waybills when they come in. But it's just funny. That stuck with me all my life that I remember that thing. But anyway.
My inspection business I have now goes by that name, NOIBN Services Associates.
Not otherwise identified by name. So anyway, Warren and I were always doing things together. If you didn't saw Warren, you saw me. And then Nancy came along.
Oh, boy.
I don't know when that was, but I'm guessing it was 63, 62.
63 was when Patty, yeah,
Okay.
got us going.
Yeah, so I remember going to Shoney's and Bill's Barbecue on West Broad Street. I remember you fixing me up with dates, and that's double dating. And
Yeah.
one date I do remember, and I might have my facts wrong, but one day you called and you said, I want you to take her to one of my friends. She's one of my friends. She's on the Future Homemakers Association. You were the vice president of that.
Yeah.
They trained you well.
Cool.
Anyway, so one of the first blind dates I remember was, and I got it written down here on my piece of paper. You can see it. Patty Blanchard. Patty Blanchard. Now, I might be wrong.
Were you in the Future Homemakers?
Yeah.
Did you live on Kent Street?
No, I live in
Ginner.
Ginner.
Yeah. Okay, it was right. I knew it was in that area.
Yeah, almost.
You had dark hair back then, if I recall. Now, I'm not going to go any further than this, but I can tell you one thing. That night we double dated. Warren drove. You and I were in the back seat. That's all I'm going to say.
You remember stuff
I remember that. I mean, it's funny. I just kind of picked things I can remember. I don't know what. I guess it was a 59 Ford.
Yeah.
And then another blind date. Not a blind date, but I had I believe it was a '62 Pontiac Catalina convertible.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
I was driving that night, and we went out, and we decided it was a beautiful night to go and park someplace. So we drove up to Short Pump when my grandmother had some land up there, and it was when Short Pump, Broad Street was a 2-lane road.
Yep.
We went up there, and she lived down this long, narrow dirt road. We drove down the dirt road, there's corn all around us. We could hardly see anything other than the dirt road.
Yeah.
And we had just got settled in to do whatever you do when you park in that situation, which is look at the stars, I guess, because we had the top down. And I bet then we heard some guys talking. We took off like scared rabbits. You remember that? I bet you remember this one. This is the last of my double date stories. This time I was driving, and Warren and Nancy were in the back seat. We
Your
must have
dad's
gone to
fine.
Shoney's or something.
Yeah, your dad's 50-something.
58.4. 58.4. For some reason, Nancy had a hamburger, and she decided she didn't want the onions. Now, they were in the back seat, and she was with Warren, so I don't know why she didn't want to eat the onions, but she took the onions and she put them in the little
Ashtray on the back of
ashtray
the
in the
seat.
back
It's in the summertime.
in the summertime. And I don't know if that was a Friday night date or a Saturday date,
Saturday.
but the next morning when my parents got up to take us to church and they got in the car, they wanted to know what in the world is going on here.
That over in the car.
But nothing really changed rather than just me and Warren all the time together. It seemed to me it was me and Warren and Nancy all the time together. And
And we got married and you came over to the apartment all the time.
I was getting to be a nuisance
Yeah.
at the Crestwood apartment.
Hampstead.
Hampstead apartment.
Yeah, same thing.
Same difference.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I don't remember that. I remember
Saturday morning you were
Right.
always over there.
And you and my original Delilah I got written down. He used to help me with all my romance issues and stuff I had.
Okay.
Now, here's something that I remember the first time I went to your parents' house on Willowbrook Drive.
Right.
And you know, Warren and I were poor when we grew up. We grew up, our houses have been torn down and in such bad repair by now. But we go to Nancy's house, and here's a brand new, sparkling, rambling, brick, beautiful home. Had a real driveway, real sidewalk, had air conditioning, had everything. And then that's when it struck me, maybe Warren is a social climber. But anyway, before I knew it, the wedding was planned, and I was going to be the best man. So, but they call the 50 years the golden anniversary, and the two of y'all are shining examples of what a marriage should be. And only 3 or 4 more pages here.
Okay. Your dad is busy.
So Nancy, Louise, Gratz, and Warren Asher Winter, I am so proud of the two of you for what y'all have done and
You're
accomplished.
sweet.
And I did read, I'm a Facebook stalker, which means I don't have my own Facebook account, but I get on my wife Bruce's account.
Oh, okay.
So I've been seeing what's going on in your lives, and I saw the post you made yesterday, and that's what I was going to say. You've certainly had your ups and downs, and you've gotten through it, and you have a wonderful life together. And
Yep.
who would have thought 50 years ago to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poor, and sickness on health, to love and to cherish till death do us part.
Amen.
So y'all have seen the sickness and the health and the wealth
Yeah.
and the poor, and you've seen it all. So
Sticking it out, right?
so now we have our glasses. I have a short toast to make. Are we ready?
Give the man
Yeah.
a glass.
Give the man a glass. There you go. Thank you.
Yeah, give him that.
Warren and Nancy, may your marriage continue to be blessed with health, happiness, and prosperity.
Thank you. Yeah.